volume down so my ears don't bleed. Alright, first round. Okay. The diffuse kit nade is an interesting choice. Nades on 3 players is interesting. Alright. Right off the bat here, the way that you're peeking, right? You just wanna, you don't wanna get too close on pistol round when you're CT because all of your advantage, especially without armor, is going to be in the range that you take the fight because the USP is going to outrange the Glock by a lot. So they do have 2 P250 players, but general rule of thumb is that you want to be playing like triple or CT back here. You don't really want to move that close, especially without a flashbang player nearby. Like this guy has the flash, Joey the kid has the flash, so he could flash someone in to peek to get info. But besides that, especially in a pug, where like people are less inclined to do that, I would still be playing somewhere back, and when you jiggle angles like this, you're going a little wide, right? So you're giving them more of an opportunity to like see you and kill you, basically. The nade is a good idea, but you can do things like bounce it more, right? Should be able to bounce it off this, for instance, the A sign, so that you can throw it and deal the damage without ever peeking them. There's no like grenade or piece of utility that you ever have to throw where you're peeking when you throw it, right? And then like there's not a whole lot to do there. That round is over at that point. There are 5 people swinging you. It's just is what it is. Second round. Thinking about buying. Yeah. Since your team forces, the right thing to do is to force. Attacking A. It's like a gamble play, but it's an eco. I don't know what you guys do, but you should not go for this once they plant B. At that point, you might as well just wait for the exits and try and kill someone when they exit B. You can get the kill, so you can get the gun rather, which is what you guys are probably going to do here, or save to fight in the next round, which is also a smart play. These players with the Mac 10 should hunt. Beat through the round. Unfortunately, I can't see what happens after round time ends, but you definitely die there because you don't have the deagle into the next round. You always want your crosshair placement to be so that you're aiming at head level, right? And Mirage is actually a good map to teach this on because head level is roughly the height of the boxes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, actually. Like this guy's standing right here. Headshot level is roughly the height of the boxes. So if you bring your cursor up right here, your crosshair up to the corner of that box, it's like more or less accurate. Where this guy's aiming is pretty good. You know, like he's a little he's pretty good right there. Setting up a nade. Yeah. So they're just setting up for full execute onto this site. And again, it's an eco round, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, the earlier nade. Could have thrown it a little bit better, but right there. Okay, your teammate kind of bails you out, but you definitely want to peek here. Nice. That's a really good kill. Not a terrible round. Do you guys win this? Ooh, does he clutch it? Billy the Kid told me he clutches it. Come on, Billy. Oh, You hate to see it. All right, first buy round of the game. Let's go. Finding your nades might be the move, but that might be a thing for later. You don't cycle between them. All right, so far though, you have played the exact same place every round of the game. And you always want to be more unpredictable in CS so that people can't learn how you play and start to counter you. Right? Right there, too, your teammate isn't holding Palace. You don't have anyone looking Palace. And you guys don't know where they are. There could have been one who walked Palace. So this is what I mean when I say you never have to take a grenade out while you're peeking, right? Because you'll die with the grenade in your hand, and which is obviously it's not what you want to be doing. Okay, all the smokes and stuff come over, so you probably know, okay, it's going to be an A hit. All right, let's go back here. So crosshair placement, super important, but you need to be a little patient here too. When you're playing under balcony, especially, you want to save that smoke. If you know ahead of time that you're going to be playing under balcony, save the smoke so that if they throw a Molotov for under balcony, you could put it out. Because there's going to be one player on the T side, 99% of the time, is going to throw that Molotov for underneath balcony, and you don't want it to force you out. You want to stay under balcony as long as you can, really, because you swinging out right there, you're never going to win that fight, like, ever. I also would save the HE just because they didn't give you a reason to throw it. If you had saved it, it could have been a lot more impactful when they started coming up. Yeah, you can even hold this angle right here, right? It's like kind of an off angle. You can come out right here, so when they start coming out, they might be looking, you know, for your teammate on site, like towards triple and stuff. And then you surprise them by being there. But the wide swing here in a second, you swing so wide that all three of them can see you, and you can't win that fight. You just need to be more patient under here and keep that smoke at the beginning of the rounds. Someone gets a knife. Alright. Peeking, like, isn't the best idea, but it is an eco, and it's like, your teammates are pushing Palace. Might just want to stay alive there, but again, it's an eco. It's like a full eco. Not gonna pick on you for that. Again, you're definitely becoming predictable to the other team, because now you're just like the under balk player if you end up here again. And again, you don't have to smoke if they do molly it. So, and don't get me wrong, just because you don't want to play the exact same spot every round, but that doesn't mean you can't play close a bunch of these rounds, right? You can play right here at Tetris or Apex or whatever you want to call this. You can play right here. You can play sandwich looking towards Palace. You can play close, right? Be careful with the gun barrel on the A1S. You could play, you already have a con player. You could play like on top of balcony. You have a lot of choices. Hey, that crosshair placement's a lot better. One problem with the setup that you have here with Mr. Moonch is that Palace should see, yeah, Palace will see you before he sees them. So if this guy comes out Palace, he's going to kill you. Unless something changes between now and then. Oh, don't shoot. Nice. Flash comes over. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh no, you don't have to move that far back. You don't have to move that far back at all. You could throw that nade from right where you were. All right. And then he kind of random to you. But when this guy comes out, he sees you before your teammate sees him. This round ends up the same either way. Okay, we're mixing it up. Breaking vent there. Not a big deal. Save the incendiary. Save it. Don't throw utility until they give you a reason to throw it. When they go A so far in this game, they're throwing like all their smokes, flashes, Molotovs. You save the incendiary until they start throwing all that utility. Then you stop their push and their smokes have a lot less time on them. They have like less time to get onto the site and get the bomb plant before you're just like all 5 of you are there. It's really hard for terrorists to take a bomb site without utility in a 5v5. I mean, it's a 4v5 for them too right now. It's the same idea on both bomb sites. Like, there's no one here, and I know it's hard to tell that in the game, but you don't hear footsteps, you haven't seen anyone, there's no utility, and they've gone A, I think every round so far. And they we see him, there's that Molotov that forces that guy out because he doesn't have a smoke either, probably. Alright, now it's 2v2 retake. You don't want to peek. One, because the bomb isn't even down yet, so they still have to plant it. But two, because your teammate is too far away right now. So when you peek out here, he can't trade you. Oh, what a good nade. Oh, there's probably a smoke up. It's probably the demo. Sorry, when I pause, the smokes keep going. So we can't see them when I pause and talk about things. Wait. Oh my god. It must be a demo glitch. There's no way. I'm so confused though. Yeah, there's gotta be a smoke up there. I wonder what happened. Weird. Alright, another eco round. They just don't go B at all on their T side, do they? Buying a flash might be the move too, instead of buying an HE so often. I don't think you've gotten any HE kills so far this game. If you had a flash, you could do things like flash for your teammates over here, so they can either take the fight or get out of the fight. You can throw like flashbangs over the top of this. But I'll go over. I'll load up Mirage after I finish watching this demo, and show things too, so it's not just me saying things. Probably make a list actually. Let's make a list actually. That's what I should do right now. So crosser placement. Flashbangs are better than HEs. Playing under a balcony. Throwing nades. Without peeking. That's like a pretty good aspirational list right there, I think. Oh, it switched to observer. I think this was the last round that we saw, actually, so... Wait, let's make sure. Right, yeah, because I just said the thing about how you could help your teammates out with a flash. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you guys were together, all three of you. You and your two teammates were all together, and then you all split up, which is like a really weird decision. You could have one guy go back and watch B, like that's not the part that's weird, but two of you at least should be playing together, either A or B. And it's not, there's not even anything wrong with all three of you playing together, because you want to be able to trade off each other. So when you were together, one person could die, and somebody else could get the kill on the person that killed them, right? And you always want that whenever you're up numbers, because then it'll go 3v2 to 2v1 to one person being left on your side, right? But now it's impossible all of a sudden. And so you create like a window of opportunity for the other team right there. Since you don't really know where they are. You just know where that last flashbang came from, I think. But there's a minute left in the round, just like a ton of time. So now it's back to being good again. If someone's spotting B, and then you guys are playing together. Okay, the reposition is good. You have to be careful not to overexpose. You just want your crosshair to be where the enemy is going to be next. You want to aim up here because he'll be able to see you from there. You know, he'll definitely be able to see you from there. Let's actually look at it, right? Right, you can't see him. He can see you. If you have to move, when you move to the right, in general, you'll see the enemy player before they see you. Okay? So Peeker's advantage in Counter-Strike works. When you're moving to the right, you have an advantage on somebody who's moving still. So this guy's moving to his right, so he'll always see you first. Into his own molly, I guess. Idiot. Took a little while to buy, but that's okay. Miscommunication on the smokes, but that's okay. Back to playing under balcony. Playing different spots. You're a little fidgety. And again, when you're playing a place like this, don't crouch. Because like in the round before, they'll see you first. Just, you can play there, just aim where they would be coming out palace, right? Actually see who comes out first here. So this guy can't see you, but this guy would be able to. For sure. He comes out. Nice, nice. Oh, you didn't get there before he finished planting, but that's okay, yeah. It happens. It's no big deal. Oh. The peek isn't even a terrible idea. Yeah. You should put that pretty well. If you just want to tuck more. If you're gonna make a play like that, just tuck it in more. So the guy Palace wouldn't have been able to see you, because if he'd come out Palace that round, I don't think you guys win that round. Whoops. Molly's good because they only ever really go A. So your teammate during that incendiary for A ramp is a good call. Because you're adapting to how they're playing. Although they do always throw utility when they come out. You know, they're just standing here with smokes in their hand. So you still want to wait to throw the utility. Yeah, you want to wait for that. Like, look at all that stuff, all those tracers. That's what you want to wait for. Yeah, we're gonna go back through this a little bit. It's like they're not really rushing A, which is when you want to throw an incendiary off round starter. If they had been rushing A the whole game, that's when you want to do it. But when they're setting up like they are right now, where you're gonna see all those grenades and stuff come over the top, you could save utility, and then one of you throws a molly, and then after that, another one of you throws a molly, and all of a sudden they have no time to get onto the bomb site. You just like completely messed up their plans. This is when you would throw it to slow them down. Yeah, and then right there again, you're over peaking, swinging just a little bit too wide. All right, when you swing here, you can isolate it so that you only see a sliver, right? So you can see like that. But when you come out, you can see all three of them because you're coming out so wide. Isolate the fights more. They're just gonna keep going A because that's all these guys do. You're on retake this time. That's a good example of having a nade out when you shouldn't, because they can peek you. Alright, yeah, I was about to say, that round should pretty much be said and done, because it's another USP eco round. Yeah, and they're just gonna keep going A. Okay. I'm just gonna note something real quick for later. Okay. This guy, Palace. Just note this. Just remember that. We'll get back to it. Alright, say that. Now let's go over to the other side. I don't want to overwhelm with too many tips or anything, too much advice, and then you lose focus. So let's go to your guys' T side. Okay. Okay, this is already weird. I don't know if you know the people you're queuing with or not. But just in case. This guy, Billy the Kid, buys smoke, flash, nade. It's a lot of utility, which usually means like you're gonna throw a smoke somewhere. Like, let's say, okay, you're gonna smoke off CT at Mirage, or at A. Obviously, it's Mirage. Like, you're gonna smoke there, and then he'll flash out, and then you guys are gonna take A and like take these fights, or he can smoke over here, you know. But then you guys just run out of A, and he's still Palace, which is just like a weird move in general. Like, that utility should be an investment into trying to win the round. And this is like a pretty big gamble. Luckily, that guy gets 2 kills. It's good that you don't take that fight, because at range, the Glock is not going to help you. Oh. Yeah. Alright. You're peeking too much. You don't have to do anything. You have a teammate here, teammate there. They can both help watch. You can just tuck right here. You can just kind of hide because you have the bomb down. They have to come to you. You don't have to go to them. Hey, what's up, Reddit Eddie? I told some people I would watch, I would review and coach some CS demos and then put them up on YouTube. So no one is actually here, I don't think. But I figure I might as well stream it, because otherwise I'm just going to be doing the same thing anyway. So that's what I'm doing right now. I guess this is going to seem weird now, in hindsight because I'm uploading it to YouTube, but this person, this Redditor. But yeah, you just don't have to do anything here. It's just like, it's just not the move. Sarfarosh, our hero. You guys win the round anyway. Go win B. The flash over is a good idea. This guy's super, oh, he's smart. Normally he's super blind. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna show you something else about pathing on B, right? So let's see, let's organize this a little bit, right? T side, right? T side. Go back into the round. Alright. When you come out B here as the first two people, you want to jump out window just like this guy did, right? You want to jump out here, go in a straight line to the back of sight, and look to the right to kill this guy. And I'll show you why, too. Headshots, headshots, headshots. Shots, shots, shots. Oh, my sound alerts aren't on because I'm doing things that I deemed important. Damn it. What are we doing with our lives? How are you doing today, by the way? Sorry, this is probably a bit of a boring stream. What's poppin'? Not much. Doing one of the reviews for our hero, Sarfarosh. I got a list so that I can explain things after I'm done looking at some of these rounds. One v2. Probably want to look at them when you're backing out, but it's all good. You have so much time to work with here. And you have so many grenades. And they split up. So really you just have to win 2 fights. Or win 1 fight and just be smart after you get the bomb down. You want to clear all the angles, so you're going to look right. Oh! It was a valiant effort into the round. Alright, you're kind of baiting your teammates, right? There's no real reason why you shouldn't be out mid. Okay, like, you want to wait for that smoke to land before you go out probably, but before he even pulled the smoke out, you know? Alright, it's a 1v4. This is not the round. Let's find another gun round. I realized, Flygon, that I made I can't really watch all of the demos, I don't think, for some of the, like, Face It level 1s and, like, the silver players, because I think I might give too much advice, and it won't be focused enough. So I only watched, like, I watched most of the CT side. But after a while, it's like mostly the same problems over and over. So I'm trying to focus my criticism right now. Billy the Kid just went off. Yeah, push. Yeah, push the site, get through it. Yeah. Okay, so that's what this list is for. To stay focused. I'm playing in windowed mode, which is why it looks kind of weird right now, so I can go to the list faster. You do take a lot of time in the beginning of the round to buy, And you wanna get that buyout fast, so that the CTs don't have the time to push up. Yeah, speed is very important off of round start. Yeah, it's crosshair placement, which your crosshair placement here is pretty good. Aiming at that head level, it's pretty good right here compared to CT. But yeah, it's crosshair placement, not taking out nades when you can be peeked, not peeking too wide, and knowing what angles you're exposed to. Maybe this is just the master. If I keep doing this right, master list CSGO coaching, Conrad style. Okay. Crosshair placement, aiming where the enemy player will be. Could be. Don't take nades out when you can be peeked. Don't over peek angles. Or well, I don't want to say that. Don't swing wide. You need to isolate angles. Boom. And know what angles you're exposed to. I mean, honestly, this is stuff that I teach. I try to instill in the minds of the people I team with. So I think it's applicable at all levels, actually. You really get the same stuff no matter what rank you are. It just keeps getting deeper the better you get. Sarfarosh is he's like a guinea pig, right? All right. You don't want to split up from your teammate, right? Because you don't know who's on the B site. The last two guys could be here. Why would they be there? Who knows? They shouldn't both be there. What if they are? So most likely it's one player here and one player A. Just because the CTs want to hold on to both bomb sites, right? So when there's only two left, that's what you can assume. 1B, 1A, 1B, 1 mid maybe, 1A, 1 mid maybe, but probably 1A, 1B. So you don't want to split up from quick because you want to be able to kill the CT if the CT kills him, and vice versa. If you split up, yeah, see, you want to clear the back of the bomb site first before you go for the bomb plant, because this is what he wants. This is what he's waiting for, right? And if Quick doesn't kill him right there, you don't get that plant. Or you might get it, but you'll die for no real reason. All right, the rest of the team going A. You're kind of like a sexy lurk at this point. The flashbang's good. That's a good one. Anyone mid or catwalk is going to know you're there. It's good to be aware of that, right? That guy's just jump spotting. No big deal. Yeah. You don't need to stay there if you don't want to. No big deal. Speed up the round a little bit. Let's see, you guys got one pick. They got one. It's a good time to start walking. It's where the sunlight is, basically. Oh. Oh shit, I missed the death. Oh no, I was too busy looking at the sunlight. That's a different round. Ah! Was I looking at the wrong player for that hole? I was looking at the wrong player, wasn't I? That's not good. I definitely was. All right. You did not go on the lurk last time. Just kidding. All right, walking into Palace. Nice patient play right there. Patient play. Guy goes in to trade you though. All right, there's nothing wrong with, yeah. Just have an idea of what you want to do, right? If you're gonna leave Palace, know why you're gonna leave Palace. If you're gonna stay in Palace, know why you're gonna stay in Palace. You can leave, you just don't want to leave only to turn around and be like, you don't want to be like, all right, I gotta kill Palace, I'm gonna leave. And then as you're leaving, you're like, no, I'm gonna stay. Because that indecisiveness is what gives, that indecision is what gives this guy that window of opportunity that I mentioned earlier. It gives him an opening to get that kill. And again, this looks like indecision, like not knowing what you want to do. Just have an idea off of round start. Just be like, I'm gonna go Palace, and if I get a kill, I'll stay there. Or I'm gonna go Palace. If I get a kill, I'll go back to B after that. Or I'm gonna go Palace, and if I don't get a kill, then at 50 seconds I'll do this. Just have like some like outline in your head of like, this is what I'm gonna do this round. Right, and that's the master list. I think that's a good one. All right. We'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. Nice. You almost overlooked the angle, but all right. That's not really your fault. That's your teammate's fault. Somebody should be watching that angle when you go to plant the bomb. Definitely should be watching that angle when you go to plant the bomb. You're walking a little early here. You want to run up, right? Because if the CTs have the best spawn, and if you have the best spawn, you'll get about to this corner, or you'll get about to right here or so. Like you'll be in between the sofas. You'll be right there, and they'll be coming around this corner. So you don't have to walk right there. You want to be running, because otherwise they can just be in your face, or they can already be up there and be holding the angle when you come up. All right. Pressure might be a tiny bit high, but maybe not though. No, that actually looks pretty good. All right. Again, you want to be you want to be aiming where they're going to be. If someone pushes you Palace right now, you're not going to be at the wall. They're going to be to your left. This is something players just have a bad habit of doing in general at every level. But you want to, like, it's not about where your crosshair is because you're going to peek. Just assume that somebody is just going to be swinging you Palace right here, right? Why would they? I don't know. That part doesn't matter. Play smarter than the other team does. Let's actually look real quick. He's doing the same thing. This player's doing literally exactly the same thing. He should be aiming more to the left. Why is he aiming at the wall? It's not where he'll be if the terrorist swings him, right? I don't even know about that. That's really good. That's really bad. That's good. Obviously. Alright. Very important thing to note, though. You want to clear the corners when you come in. Your teammates should have done it, but you definitely want to clear the corners when you come in. Your teammates coming up catwalk, you probably just want to get the bomb down. Be the goal for you right now. Get the bomb down. Get the bomb down. You have 15 seconds. There's no time left in that round. You had to plant as soon as you got there. But that's okay. You guys tied this game apparently, so. Botch flashbang. A little bit of indecision. It's 4v4 though. Alright, this is a hard... B is a hard site to entry. There are a lot of angles. You dodge the flashbang really well. That's a good entry. Nice. You want to clear the back of the bomb site? You always want to be aiming where you think they will be, where they can be next. I think it is just hammering the core concepts over and over. Alright, let's watch like 1 or 2 more rounds, and then I can show some stuff from Mirage. Holding this angle passively is fine, but you have to be aware that you don't have a teammate in pallets, right? So this guy's probably, and this is bad idea. If he, oh, you move. Amazing, amazing. I think they might be able to see your feet there if they come out A-ramp first. I can't. Sometimes I have a hard time with angles in my head. But like this guy has no idea. They think they start rotating actually. All because you moved. Because you didn't overexpose to that angle. They rotate their entire team to B based on this guy and the fact that you didn't overexpose. Look, even you, Molly, under Palace. Don't play there without a smoke. Don't be stupid. Don't be silly. That man should not have planted that bomb there. He should have planted it on this side. Because connector and catwalk exist as places on the map. That's a good grenade. Thought I would do a lot more. Alright, you don't want to peek here. You don't have to peek. If anything, you hold that angle, yeah. Alright, you don't over peek it. You don't have to do anything. Terrorists win. Alright. I think that'll do. I feel like that might do for now. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. It's a good top mid smoke. Nobody top mid, but that's okay. I'm gonna add one to this. Alright, you're going out. Alright, yeah. I think that we've done a good job here. So I'll load into Mirage real quick and show you a couple things so that you can see what I mean. Time. Whoops. Okay, doesn't matter. I have a practice config that I can give you if you want. It just thank God so I can't die. but it just gives me max money. I can buy for anywhere on the map. I have like tracers turned on. It's just some like execute, right? Practice CFG, practice conflict. It's just so I can go into a map and practice things I want to practice, right? Okay. So let's just go through the list. So, boom. It's going to be a little bit too big. We'll make it smaller. This is our list. All right. Go back into the game. Glad I thought about this. Thank you, Day 9, in advance. So you're the one who taught me all this stuff. Okay. Crosshair placement. How can you practice that? There are commands in the game that'll let you practice that, right? So, dot, add, CT, right? Will, oh. It doesn't really matter. We can add him, bot stop, oh, excuse me. Bot stop 1. Makes it so that they can't move. Bot place, places them wherever your crosshair is, right? Oh. Stand up, please. There we go. So I don't have a bind for bot place. I just Control C and Control V to copy and paste it. And it'll just go wherever you want. So if you want to know it, if you want to practice crosshair placement, this is a good way to do it. To see where exactly you need to aim. And before I said these boxes were good because they're about headshot level. Right? So this is a little bit low, which I think is what I told you. But this is still better than aiming like down here, which is where you're aiming, right? So you just want to practice that. And you can find markers on the maps that help you at first. And you can do it around the whole map too. So where's another place where people will commonly... So here, this is a good one. Right. Can you turn around? Whatever. Still the same idea. Right, so if they're going to be peeking from around here, you know, it's going to be like where that lamp is or whatever. Whatever helps you, though. That's the idea of it. All right. Yeah. So that is the first thing. So then we go back to our list. Okay. The HE over the flashbang thing, right? Because you're just kind of holding this, you throw all those smokes and stuff, and then you're like kind of throwing it, but you're not really doing much damage with it, you know? Kind of thing. Okay. With our list, we're going to combine 3 of these things right now. Okay? Alright. We're going to combine the flashbang, playing under balcony, and the guy in palace all at the same time. Flashbangs let you get information and let you go for peaks in a way that makes sense. There was a round where your teammates were over here, and you had a flashbang somewhere around jungle or whatever. If you do that, right? You can test your own flashbangs too. SV, rethrow last grenade. I have it bound. Whoops, wrong bind. I have it bound to M. Okay. The reason I say that they're better than HEs is because I don't think you got an HE kill that whole game. You could definitely blind people for an entire game. They don't even need to be lineups, really. The guy in Palace in that round is actually about where that guy is, right there. if you're playing over here, this is an example. You don't want to throw it from here because you'll break one of the rules. They'll be able to peek you when you have a nade out. You can't throw it like this because even if your teammate is, say, right there, you can get peeked by the palace guy. So what do? You find stuff like this. I need to go a little deeper. Oh, I just killed myself. Awful health. Okay. You do stuff like this. Take 2. I'm still learning. You do stuff like this, right? That should be better. Make sure I don't over-peek, right? When was the second one? Man, thought this would work out a lot more easily. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. Where you find stuff like this. That guy was running up with his knife or whatever. You can get a teammate close and throw a flash like this, and the guy can't even see it. Alright? When you're under a balcony, right, you threw the Molotov yourself. Right? Right? You threw that Molotov yourself. And the T's threw this Molotov a lot, and they also threw it from up here. Right? You don't want to be taking damage under here, so you want to smoke it somehow. Right? Oh my god. This could have looked so much better. Let me re-explain. You get mollied, right? Underhand it, look right here where the box beats the post. Right? Tuck in, so right here. The molly comes down, just look right here, left click it. Then if you jump, throw a flashbang here. Okay. So let's say they're gonna maul you. Right? I'll show you how much HP you'll take too. Turn that off, right? I'm gonna wait it out and then I'll rethrow it. Show you the whole thing. You wanna have your gun out in case they peek, right? Either look there or look there, or honestly play like this maybe, because if they jump down, you know. Okay, but the molly's gonna come in. See, I'd probably, if I'm me, probably looking here actually, the molly's gonna come in. All right, I'm gonna look right there. I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna jump through this. And I'm gonna peek behind the flash. Okay. You can't do a play like that if you're coming out here and you're smoking palace off, right? Every grenade that you throw as well, you don't have to, you're not peeking anybody, right? The one round that you throw a grenade at Tetris, you could have done that like that. Maybe not exactly like that, but I don't know if you can get peeked when you do that. I can. I don't know. Maybe you just don't throw a nade there. You can do the molly like that. Pro tip. Someone's holding your palace. Throw the molly like that to stop them. Yeah, these rounds that I was talking about, like, that palace guy can see you when you play like that. So, I don't know. I just wouldn't hide here. If I'm gonna try and hide from the palace guy, I'm gonna play like this. Have a miracle they don't see you there, Ed. Alright, what else is it? Throwing nades without peeking. Okay, playing different spots, that's right. Because you had a tendency to come up towards balcony, throw this smoke, and then you would like play default or right here. Okay, you never have to do the same thing 2 rounds in a row, and you really never should do the same thing 2 rounds in a row. Right? You can come up here, you can peek the left side of this to watch A ramp, you can peek the right side to watch palace, and you can help your connector player out. You're throwing flashbangs for him mid. Right? You can, right, to blind people mid. What those flashes are for. You, if you're gonna cross the site, you want to smoke A ramp off so you don't get killed crossing over, but then you can smoke it off. You can play spots like this, where presumably you have a teammate holding A ramp. You hold this. You can play up top on here, right? Because Tetris can't see you, and you can fight the palace guy. If you have a good spawn, you can do this, right? And fight that. You can play this spot, which one of your teammates is playing. You can play here if someone's watching a ramp, or you can crouch and play here, actually. Right, so and then you mix it up, so you never do the same thing 2 rounds in a row. Right, so you play here 1 round, and then the next round you play here, and the round after that you play here, and then maybe you play here. Right, this is a risky spot, but it's different. You can play here. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I talked a lot about isolating angles, right? Right, so let's actually we'll do like that. Right, so you kind of did a play that looked like this, which is a really wide swing, because then you can see all that stuff. This is one of the things that's hard to get good at. It looks easy, but it's not, right? You want to be able to just peek out like this, so you don't overextend, so you can just do that. I know. Right, because then you can kill this guy, and then you can actually, what you should do is kill that guy, and then something like this. Because you don't want to keep re-peeking the same thing over and over, because they're just gonna wait and kill, they're just gonna hold the angle and then wait and kill you. So you want to peek by as little as possible. Same thing's true when you're coming out onto a bomb site. If you're clearing it, especially alone, you want to be like, clear that first, right? Then that. Then that. Even I'm messing it up right now. Clear that. Clear that. 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 After this gets kind of tricky by yourself, because there are a lot of angles. That's the idea. I think there's only one thing left, right? Playing under balcony, crosshair placement, throwing nades without peeking, playing different spots, pathing, on T side. All right. So yeah, pathing on B. Right. This is what you want to do. Want to have your gun out. Yeah. Why do you want to do that? We'll show you. I hope I'll show you. Maybe I won't show you. I thought I had a clip ready to go. Now I feel stupid. I'm gonna go find it just to drive the point home. I need to be better prepared when I do this shit. 3 hours of me just kind of messing up. Okay. We can contact it. Okay. It's gonna be me playing like a scrim or something a long time ago. Yep. I'm gonna jump out here. Going to clear this. Not even looking. Right. I played a match last night. An actual match. CSGO. Right. I reviewed our team's demo right before this one, right? Before I ate dinner. There's a round that looks exactly like this. That's why you want to go the direction that you go. Because that guy is always looking over here. He's always looking at the run out, or he's looking over here. The free kill. Okay. Now I'm just going to... I'm just gonna give you... When are we starting? I'm almost done. I'm at the very end of this. I need a little bit of time to finish this, and then set everything up for Mortal Kombat for the 360. Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna like speed run through a bunch of utility that you can use on Mirage. Just speed through it, and you can use the lineups if you want them and learn them, right? Because this is 128 tick. Probably a good idea. Right. A ramp. Be right there. Trying to think of what flashes for top mid. I always want to jump throw over the top of that. You can also flash over the top of connector. Oops. Flash over the top of connector. Or through connector. Easy one. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Playing stairs. Right. There maybe? Get smoked off CT, and you want to set the bomb plant. Peek in the palace. Did it perfectly the first time that time. See if I remember. Yep. Help you stop the run out, right? There probably are better lineups, honestly, but don't like that. Stop them from pushing sight. Want to deny vision, but I can't remember right now. So yeah, if you're retaking A, then from right here, there's someone sandwiched, there you go. If there's somebody A ramp, there you go. Alright. Smoke is very similar. It's gonna be a little deep, but kinda want some wine. Do you want Starbucks energy drink? Coke or anything? Sure, surprise me. There it is. So, it's up there for the molly. It's right there for the A ramp. Smoke. If you're ever playing B. Okay, I'm indifferent. I'm pretty indifferent, honestly. So, okay. Okay. Oops. If you get a monster, just make it one of the coffee ones. I just don't like the regular ones. Yeah. Thank you. If you're retaking B. Oh. Well, here. It'll hit this guy for sure, right? Yeah. Not by much, but something. B side. Oh, excuse me, just so you can see where they land. Window. BT. Stairs. Oh my God. Easiest smoke in the game. I can't even hit it. Jungle, which everyone always misses. Right. You're smoked off Palace. Can be risky to do, but if you look right there and then hold. One of the harder Molotovs in the game. See if I can hit it. Like right there. Nice. Pretty much everything for over there. Let's see. We can smoke. Catwalk right here. Okay. Boom. And we will make these ones our last ones for B. So I think that's everything. You flash over, yeah. Your deep flashes at first. Yeah. So they'll blind the deepest spots, and then throw these lamp flashes so that when your teammates come out, you're not blinding them. that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So I hope this was helpful, and sorry it's so rough around the edges because it's literally the first one I've ever done for anyone. But I hope it helped. Still trying to learn how to bunny hop. Maybe when I'm older, but probably not. All right. Take it easy. And if you ever want me to review any demos, give me some feedback. Let me know if this was terrible or if it actually helped you, because it was probably terrible. But if it helped that I wanted to help, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I got you. I got you.